astrology, and tarot readings for all. Astrology, a look inside.
This is Adrian
presenting astrology and tarot readings for all.
And I'm here. You know, that's all that matters. I'm here. So I'm really happy about that because I really have battled showing up, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that this evening because I wonder how many people that this is affecting. I don't know if this is affecting only me. It could just be something particular to me. But it could be something bigger than that. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking it could be, and it might be. It's a possibility. It's something bigger than me, right? I look. Let's talk about where the planets are, because that probably has everything to do with it. Let's see where the planets are right now. Let's see. Taking this moment to open up astro.com because I like going to astro.com. Okay. So I'm going to talk about where the planets are at this very moment. Like, where are they? What are they doing? What are these planets up to? So the first thing I want to say is that the sun is at 10 degrees of Sagittarius, and it is December 1st. Now, I don't know if you're a Sagittarius or you know a Sagittarius, but today is a very Sagittarius type of day because it vibrates with Aries, but it also brings to mind Sagittarius, which is in numerology 9. Now, I know there are some people use other numerology. I use the Linda Goodman numerology. Also, I think she used the Chaldean method. Because I've been hearing people talk about numbers, and I'm like, where are they getting their numbers from? Anyway, Sagittarius vibes with 9, and Aries vibes with 1. It's a very me day for Leo. Me, right? First, number 1. And Saggy is known for that anyway. They're the archer. They like to conquer things and win. So this is one of those days. And the sun at 10 degrees of Sagittarius is exactly on Mercury at 11 degrees of Sagittarius. So I caution, because as I look at this, I'm thinking, oh gosh, no. There are maybe some Sagittariuses out there, or just people with a very heavy Sagittarius influence in their charts out there just arguing their best. I mean, trying to make their point and trying to be right. I would say that this is not the day to fight that fight, to try to be right, because I sense this could happen. Now, the moon is at 10 degrees of Scorpio, and that is exactly opposed Uranus at 11 degrees of Taurus, and that's retrograding. So they're going toward an exact opposition. And yeah, I'm not trying to be right today. You know, that's the moon is fixed and Uranus is fixed, and that's people just getting stubborn in their own little mindset and not really willing to budge on that mindset for whatever that reason is. And Sagittarius with the sun at 10 degrees on the first. I can see people getting into battles. I hope, like, I don't know what happened that made that child go to school and shoot up everybody. But Sagittarius is aggressive. People forget they're the archer. They shoot things. They're archers. And when they don't, if they don't feel right, and I feel like today some people may be going through issues, I think over the last few days, because Mercury had to go through 10 degrees before it got to 11 degrees, right? So, I mean, we've been dealing with this 10 issue for a minute, and the sun being at 10 degrees of Sagittarius, but Saggy in general, that I gotta be right. And with it being in Mercury, it's probably some communication, some conversation, somebody said, set somebody off. And I can see that happening on a large scale, especially if that argument is right now with the moon opposed Uranus like that. Or the next hour or so. It's late on the East Coast, so hopefully your butt is in bed or in your home and not in a place where you would be in an argument, because I came super late night tonight and I made an official announcement. Okay, let me just say this. I was supposed to take down the order page last night, didn't do it. I've been like in a haze. I've been telling you guys about the haze. Nobody's been listening to me. But I didn't do that yet, but I'm going to do that. I'm taking it down. So I had this special going on. If you were on Facebook or Instagram, you probably heard about it, which is we had 2018 prices because there was a drop down menu from PayPal on our order page, which I discovered was still there. And so I led people to that page. And if they got something from that page, I would honor the purchase from that page. Now, the issue is I didn't get anybody to order anything. So, poo on y'all. I'm not going to keep that page up. And those prices are not going to stay at that rate. And I only discovered that was still up because about a month ago, a gentleman got a romance reading from me, but he only paid $60. Well, romance readings are $167. But I honored it because he obviously, and it said 2018. And I thought, that 2018 is still up there. So I saved it for Black Friday and Cyber Monday on purpose to make sure that you guys could take advantage of it. But I'm shocked by the number of people who didn't. And that's okay, which kind of leads me to my next thing. I love what I do, and I love being an astrologer. I'm going to talk astrologies until on my deathbed, I'm sure. But I have got to put my focus into something that makes me money. And I don't know if you guys realize this don't make me nothing. I don't make any money. I don't know what that's about, and I have ceased trying to understand what that's about, but this is not profitable. So I'm going to be moving my focus away from what I love, which is astrology. I made this announcement in my group, and now I'm making it publicly. I'll keep my YouTube page, and I will come periodically, like I'm doing tonight, to do like a monthly reading or something like that. And I'll keep my Facebook group open, for those who want to be a part of that and maybe share what they're doing or find out what I'm up to. But most of what I do from this point on is going to be in a group concept, or like I'm doing tonight. If I do any readings at all, it'll be for the signs general. It wouldn't be someone saying, "Can you give me a reading?" and I do it. That's not going to happen again. And I'm so sorry, but I just feel energetically drained. And I have said this on numerous occasions, and I guess y'all didn't hear me. So now there's no more of that. Okay. That's the way I roll. Now, if you want to pay me, you can go to the website, and I would go to the shop page, and there you'll see the prices, and you can either, get whatever it is. There's several different types of readings and things you can order, and I'll still honor those, but the prices are going to go up. So if you've been waiting for the prices to go down, that's not going to happen. And sadly, because of the way of the time, it's the timing of it all. I've got to put my time toward what is profitable for me. And so my hours are worth a certain amount of money, and that's just the way it is. But I'm going to be doing a lot more different stuff with astrology. Like I'm going to be mixing in my businesses so that I will be concentrating more on career-based astrology. That's where my focus will be. I've been doing that and have been doing that off and on for many years, but I've decided to put that as my primary focus. I believe I'm still on Psychic 101. I haven't been able to. Last time I had some problem with my page, but you can still find me on there. And when I have time, I log in. And I'll have the website, which is astrologyalookinside.com. That will still be available. Okay. So, but you won't see me as much. I won't have as much focus. I won't have as many videos as I've had in the past. And I won't be doing the live readings for general people and, just having a lot of fun. Sadly, Saturn's about to have a Saturn. I'm in the midst of a Saturn return. So I've got to actually work. I hate to say that the last 3 years doing this on YouTube has just been me playing, but it's just been a really expensive hobby. That's all this is. And thank you to those of you who have gotten readings with me, because you just help, fund my hobby and my addiction to astrology. That's pretty much all I've done for the last 3 years, is just fund my own addiction. But I've not made any money per se. It's not like I made $500,000 last year. No, I can't say that. So I had to come to the conclusion that what I do is a hobby. It's a very beloved hobby, but it's a hobby. It's not, I don't know, for whatever reason, it has not generated to business status. I can't call it that. So what I'm planning, though, with my career-based astrology, I believe will do that, because I've got a pretty busy website. Get Me a Real Job is very busy. I get about 60,000 hits a month at Get Me a Real Job. And I originally started out with a career-based astrology at Get Me a Real Job. It was an idea that I had in 2006. And I never thought that I could mix astrology in with business and corporate America. But that's becoming more mainstream, and more of my dream is becoming a reality. So we're working on that. Anyway, you guys, I'm not going to tell you too much. The moon is sitting right on top of my midheaven right now at 10 degrees and 58 minutes. Let me refresh. I bet it's right on it. Right, exactly. Yes, 11 degrees and 5 minutes. Right on my midheaven as I talk about my midheaven dreams. Isn't that funny? So yes, we've got that going on. Also, may I mention that Saturn at 9 degrees of Aquarius is exactly sextile the sun, which is at 10 degrees of Sagittarius. So, Aquarius and Sagittarius, that Saturn is supporting both that sun and Mercury conjunction right now. And it's beautiful. It is square the moon right now. Like I said, this is not the night to be right. Go to sleep if you're on the East Coast. It's almost 2 o'clock. Go to bed. And don't argue with nobody. This is not the time to fight. Okay? Because that Uranus and moon opposition is ugly. I might take myself to bed. I mean, me up here talking about my career and my nadir. This is sitting on my nadir. I wonder if this is saying what Uranus is saying. Oh, no. Maybe you should just go to sleep after this. I don't know. Anyway, Venus is at 21 degrees of Capricorn. And don't forget, Venus is going to retrograde soon, going back through Capricorn, as if it being in Capricorn has not been enough. I'm upset because I'm a Capricorn. And it's sitting right inside my first house. It finally got in my first house. But I gained so much weight, you guys. I went to the doctors last week and they weighed me and I almost screamed because I knew I gained weight, because the last week that I had been sick, I guess about 3 weeks ago, before the full moon in Taurus, I was so thin. I mean, my clothes were hanging off of me. I was taking pictures of it. I have pictures to prove it. But then my daughter went out and got me like $500 worth of food. And, well, what are you going to do with $500 worth of food? You know what you're going to do? You're going to eat that food. So by the time I got to the doctor's on the 24th or whatever, 25th or whatever it was, my little butt had gained 18 pounds. So I am definitely upset about the Venus in Capricorn. And this is because it's simultaneously happening when two other things are occurring. One, Jupiter at 25 degrees of Aquarius is also in my first house. I don't know where Jupiter is, in your life, but if it's in your first house, I know you're getting fat. The other thing, or at least gaining weight, okay, or really working on it a lot. The other thing is Saturn. Saturn, God bless it. Saturn is sitting on my Saturn by 1 degree. It's at 9 degrees, 4 minutes. It's been going back and forth between my Mercury and my Saturn all freaking year. And now it's finally going to go back to hit the big mama jama of the conjunctions when it goes directly over the Saturn yet again. So yes, I've been having physical illnesses, and I've been dealing with these physical illnesses all year, at least since May that I can recall. I mean, really feeling it. And there was a point where I didn't think I was going to make it through the end of summer, especially October. My gosh. But I'm here. It's December 1st. I'm still in the fight. I'm getting better. And that darn Venus is about to go retrograde. And what happens after a retrograde? Oh, yeah. That's called they have to bounce and come right back. And then you have to go back through it all over again. So my hope and dream is that I've learned my lesson on the weight gain. I've been trying to monitor my food, but I'm telling you guys, it's so hard because I'm a natural born eater. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know this. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was going to be this bad because Venus and Jupiter are both in my first house. And there is nothing more pumping than that. Now, good thing is we did not celebrate Thanksgiving. But I did make my own little Thanksgiving dinner, but nothing major this year. Like we usually throw down at Thanksgiving, did not do it. I don't know how many of you guys have been eating a lot, but anyone with Capricorn or Aquarius first house, you're in that position of possibly gaining weight with Venus and Jupiter there. Okay. But someone like me with a giant first house in the first place, ooh, I don't even want to tell you how much weight I gained since the beginning of the year. I'll just say it's more than 25 pounds. Okay, that's what I want to say. And a girlfriend ain't having that. But I discovered that starving doesn't work because it's not going to work for me right now. Got Jupiter and Venus in the first house. And although Saturn is there, it's like, I'm going to kick your butt if you don't figure out how to do this. You got to figure out how to save yourself. And I feel like I've been in a battle for that survival all of November. And I hope that it's going to be different in December. Now, I have to say this is Astrology, a look inside. You guys might be like, why is she talking about herself? And that's because I'm looking inside my own horoscope chart right now. As I tell you where the planets are, okay? I just want you guys to understand that. And I'm not going to not do that anymore because I'm tired of catering to other. This is what happens when you got too much first house. I'm recording this and being honest with it because it doesn't pay not to be honest with the honesty. And so I'm just going to talk about this stuff because I feel like it. That's my reality. Okay. So the other thing is, well, Mars is at 22 degrees of Scorpio, and that's exactly sextile Venus at 21 degrees of Capricorn. That's a really nice sextile. Also, I think whenever Mars and Venus are sextile, it's really good for relationships and building between couples, like the opposite sex or, in that partnership, or usually it's opposite sex. The male and the female are actually in alignment, which is a great vibe. And I like that a lot. Now, I don't like that Jupiter and Mars are pretty much square because Jupiter's at 25 degrees of Aquarius. Mars is at 22 degrees of Scorpio. And that's a really stubborn square. That's like, I'm going to use my action to like thwart your happiness. Like literally, there might be someone out there really feeling like they want to burst someone else's bubble, especially if they're dealing with air signs like an air Aquarius or a Libra or a Gemini. But I sense like something really kind of mean uh, that could happen like that. And I have you ever been with someone who one like just always pulls you down? You might get really up about something that really intrigues you, but then they'll come and they'll say something that just kind of kills your dream. I just want you guys to be, aware of these dream killers out there right now. Don't let no one come by and steal your dream, and focus on your creativity. Focus on your dream, because there might be someone out there really wanting to take that dream away from you, take that happiness and joy you feel from within you away from you. And I just need you guys to concentrate on what is good and positive in your life. Like right now, Neptune is sextile Venus exactly, and it's trine Mars almost exactly. So that's beautiful, by the way. Neptune, which is like the planet of imagination and creativity and dreams and just having like magical thinking. I mean, it is a magical thinking aspect. But I mean, sometimes, especially if you're going through something that's really deep or heavy, um, or, just not to your liking, that's when you have to call in on that magical thinking. Like, if you got a dream, I dare say this would be the time to pursue said dream, because Mars is giving the impetus, Neptune is giving the dream, and Venus is giving the beauty to the dream, especially if you're an artist, a musician, a podcaster, and an actress, someone that's creating something, a writer, anything like that. Use that creativity, use it to get ahead and to get what you want during this time. And Pluto, although it's 3 degrees away, it's still technically in a sextile formation with that uh, Mars. So that's Mars. That's the impetus to do it, and then Pluto is the power behind it to do it. Like, my goodness, use that. If you've got this creativity in your spirit, if you feel it, you're like, oh, I can do this. Use this time to do it, because Venus is moving very close to an exact conjunction with Pluto. And that is, really a lot of power behind whatever beautiful that you can conceive and create at this time. Use it for good like that. Use it for a powerful expression of creativity. That would be awesome. Let's see, the North Node's at 1 degree of Gemini, and it's not really making any aspects to anything. Chiron, however, is sextile Saturn exactly. Exactly. And it's technically sextile the sun, or excuse me, trine the sun and trine Mercury. So that's beautiful. I think whatever's going on, the sun and Mercury are definitely supported. They've got the support of Saturn, and they got the support of Chiron, because Saturn and Chiron are sextile. So, you guys, I just wanted to share that. And by the way, with Chiron supporting the sun and Mercury, this would be a great time to talk about the things that pain, the pains that you have, the things that hurt on the inside. I feel like a lot of us, myself included, we tend to hide our pain. We keep it inside. We definitely don't talk about it, right? We bottle it up. But this would be a great time to talk about whatever it is that hurts, because the sun and Mercury are conjoined, and then they're making that beautiful trine to Chiron. And even though it's separating a little now, I hope that you've taken the last few days, this past week at least, to look at those painful things in your life and to talk about them and heal. Okay? I think like me coming here tonight, You know, I'm supposed to be the healer, but I think I was very honest tonight in what it was that I really wanted to say. And I wanted to come and talk about the things that concerned myself and the pains that I've experienced. So I came and done that. And I feel good that I did that. And anyway, this might be my last live, but at least I did it. I'm glad I did it. And that's where the planets are. Okay. So I've talked about where the planets are tonight. And I'm so glad that I did that. So let's see, what am I going to do? I'm wondering if I will talk about, should I do the intuitive readings tonight? Or should I just pull just some really quick cards? Because I don't have a lot of energy, but I do have enough energy, I think, to pull some basic cards tonight, just to give you some basics on what you can expect for the month of December. And that way I'll have them recorded and I can always clip this later, right? So that, it's clipped. I can do it that way. Okay. Let me put this on so that as I do this, you don't have to look at my face. Well, you can look at this. How's that? Have that going in the background. You don't have to look at my face. How's that? Because okay. I got to be honest, you guys. One of the reasons you don't see me is because I have no desire to show my face. No desire to show my face. Zero desire. And I know that sounds horrible, but I've got to be honest about it. I've got to be honest about that reality, that I've got no desire to show my physical face. I know why it's happening. And I know what it means because I'm a double Capricorn. I told you I got Saturn on my Saturn. And, it's just the way it is. Now, the first sign I'm doing is going to be Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Just doing some quick readings, okay? Nothing special. But the first one is Saggy. Let's see what cards want to come out for Sagittarius. Okay, so this is what I got for Saggy. Like I said, these are quick. The first card I got was Ace of Cups. And I love that, by the way, because it tells me that no matter what's going on, you've got this potential to have your emotional fulfillment. Like, if you're not happy now, Saggy, hold on. You're going to have your emotional fulfillment. It is Sagittarius season. So no one can take away your joy, right? Don't you forget that. You might be dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, because the next was the King of Swords. You might just be dealing with someone who does a lot of nitpicking, looking for facts and figures, digging. If you're with someone who is one of these signs, they might want to go through your cell phone and your pocketbook, looking all into your stuff, looking for stuff. That's what that King of Swords does. They're very, very into finding out detailed information. Next is the Seven of Staves. And I do sense that it's about having integrity and fortitude. Why do I feel like, I hope this knows not, it's got the vibe, like if some Sagittariuses are cheating, and you with a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra, they know, or they gonna know. Just so that better have some integrity and fortitude. I mean, just say it. Next is the World card. And this is material wealth. This could be some travel. This could just be making money. You might be dealing with a Capricorn type. To me, it's about having the world at your feet. It's just knowing you got options, I think. It's like it's bigger than you, right? And whatever it is, it ends on the Six of Swords. So that's you moving away from a situation, literally moving away. Now, you could be moving away physically, but I think this is moving away mentally from a situation. And on the bottom of the deck, the King of Cups. More cups. You had the Ace of Cups in the reading. You had the King of Swords in the reading. And by the way, if I add those two kings together, that's two kings, which tells me that there could be some advice from men. Sagittarius, I would get some advice from men, okay? Whether you're a man or a female, Sagittarius, get some advice from men, because I think they have the answer that you need. But at the end of it all, you're going to get that emotional fulfillment with the Ace of Cups, okay, Sagittarius? Much love to you, and happy December, and happy birthday to you, Saggy. And I'll be back to do more readings because, well, that's what I do. And so I will. I always say I'm not going to come back, but I always do. I'm getting like just the persnickety old aunt or whatever that's always persnickety about something. Well, let's see what we're telling the next sign, which is the sign of Capricorn. Capricorns. Let's see what we're telling Capricorn. And I've said this before, but I am a double Capricorn in Western astrology and a double Sagittarius in Eastern astrology. So, if people think it doesn't make a difference if you're doing Eastern or Western, it makes a big difference. Okay, so make sure you identify when you're listening to readers whether they're doing Eastern astrology or Western astrology, because Eastern astrology will call it Capricorn a Sagittarius and Aquarius a Capricorn. Just saying. Okay, so Capricorns, this is what I got. I'm going fast. I told you when I get into it. I don't even know if anyone's listening. I'm in my own world. Oh, Cappy, we got an Ace of Staffs. I love Ace of Staffs. Yes, indeed. Oh, Lord. This tells me Capricorns. This is all about starting something new, something creative, something brand new. I feel like you're going to have to start something new because there's the Tower. It's just like I was saying. Just like I was saying in the beginning. It's not that I don't love astrology. I love astrology and look inside. I love doing these readings for y'all. I love it, but it ain't making me my money. So I got to do I got to do what I got to do, because otherwise I'll be just like these people falling off the tower, building and building and building and building. And to what? To what end? If it doesn't make me any financial wherewithal to support myself, I've got to move on to what will. And the next card that came out is the Two of Coins. I'm telling you, this is about decisions, about money. Maybe you're waiting for some kind of information to come in about the money. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe something has to end so that you can get this new beginning. I mean, maybe in some financial manner, right? It might not always be a relationship. Although I can see that some Capricorns might be dealing with Scorpios. It could be that, but I'm sensing this is about money, okay? And the next card is the King of Cups. You got the King of Cups too. That is an emotional king. This could be, you might be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces or a Scorpio. I mean, I've got the Tower and the King of Cups in this reading. That to me is Scorpio, isn't it? So some Capricorns that really are dealing with Scorpios. I really do think so. And it ends on the Two of Cups. This is about a relationship. I really think some Capricorns are dealing with Scorpios, but I do sense that you have to be creative and start a new beginning, because something could be ending, especially if you really are dealing with a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. But the Two of Cups is the relationship card, and so it is all about that emotion in the relationship somehow. So that's why I keep thinking, you're really dealing with a Scorpio. I'm going to tell you what 2 2s mean, because that means something. It doesn't, it's more than just 2 2s. It actually has a meaning. So 2 2s, what that means is that you will have partners in crime in different areas of your life. There may be infidelity in your romantic relationship, or you may be trying to please too many people in regards to your relationship. So this could be about, say you are with someone Scorpio or not. Check and make sure that person ain't, that's what that tower could be. They might have more than one, making, Lord. And also it says if you're single, you may be playing the field for a while, and you may be involved in a significant business partnership or faced with forming a new one. And that is true. We had the Two of Coins and Two of Cups. I think this is what this is. I feel like it could be like me, right? I feel like my astrology business is, to me, it tanked. I mean, I could be wrong. If you listen to me and I'm touching the ears of even one person out there who loves what I do, well, bless you. And I appreciate you. And I thank you for your support in every possible way. But I know if I did any other business and I went this long without making money, I would have scrapped it a long time ago. And I've got to face that reality that this is my hobby, and that's all it is. On the bottom of the deck was a Hierophant. Some Capricorns could be dealing with a Taurus, and this could be about teaching. This could be maybe you're going to go into some kind of coaching business, Capricorn, or maybe learn something new. That could be something else as well. So Capricorn, this has been my reading for you. I hope it resonated with you, Capricorn, because don't forget, after Sagittarius season, it's going to be Capricorn season. Okay? All right. So we're going to move on to the next. I'm going quickly. And that is the wonderful sign of Sagittarius. Let me cut the music up while I do this shuffle here. Sagittarius. Let's see what we got going here for Sagittarius. All right. And I don't know if people wonder, like, why doesn't she show the cards? I don't even show myself. So, this is what you get. This is what happens when you don't show yourself. Kind of like the masked astrologer, right? So let's see what we're telling the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius. Let's see what cards come out for Aquarius. See what we've got. Oh, Aquarius. Aquarius. I see something happening for Aquarius here. Oh, this is beautiful. So Aquarius, I've been saying this about Aquarius for months now. Every time I do Aquarius, I always end up saying, oh my gosh, you got so much going on. There's so much success coming. And I got to say it again, Aquarius. You've got success. Here's the Chariot. The Chariot is just victory coming in very quickly for some Aquariuses. And then you got the Hierophant. Maybe some Aquariuses are teachers, or they're learning, or you might be a coach or a coaching program. This could be about a relationship, a commitment, a traditional type relationship, maybe a relationship with, say, a Taurus or a Cancer. That could be for an Aquarius. But I sense that it's about traditional things. And here's the Seven of Cups. I think some Aquariuses are reaching for their emotional fulfillment. I mean, you're reaching to have what you want. You've got options, you got choices. You're reaching to get said choices. Here's the Seven of Coins. Yeah, I think this is about reaching to get more money, more wealth. We might have lots of opportunities to make money and wealth. You might be juggling opportunities to make money and wealth, Aquarius. I'm not sure. And it ends on the Ace of Staves. So it tells me that this is about your creativity, and you're another one starting something new. When you start something new with your creativity, I think your success is going to be rolling in fast. Okay. And look at this on the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. It's the Star. That's your card, Aquarius. The Star. There you go. You showed up in your own reading. That's beautiful, by the way. You had 2 7s in this reading, and I don't even have to look that up, because that lets me know, I think if you've got success, especially if you're the teacher, or a student, if you're like a coach or anything like that, Aquarius, I feel like it's time for you to rise again and to shine. And with the 2 7s, that's telling me that you got God, the angels, your guardian angel, they're all on your side, pushing you, helping you to get to where it is that you really want to be. And that success is coming in quickly with the Chariot. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. So let's move on to the next. Moving on to the very next sign, which is the wonderful sign of Pisces. See what we're going to tell the sign of Pisces. And I swear this is the first time I've done readings for about 2 months where I wasn't half delirious. Because I was so sick, you guys. I don't even know what that was, but half of the time I was sweaty and I couldn't finish them because I got sick. So let's see how it goes down tonight, right? Let's see how that goes down. So let's see. We've got, a couple of cards came out for Pisces here. Let's get these cards for Pisces. Just getting you a few more cards for that came out again. That's like the third reading I've seen that card in. Okay, so here we go. Here's what I got for Pisces. Just doing 5-card reads tonight, going really quickly. So Pisces, Queen of Staves. You know, I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo and a Aries or a Sagittarius. Could be. Maybe you're a male that's dealing with an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. But Pisces, it could be that you yourself are ready to take on more of a leadership role, especially if you're a female. The Queen of Staves is a leader. She is a trendsetter. She's loved by everyone. She's got a great personality. And maybe you're ready to take on that persona now. Next is the Three of Staves. Yeah, moving toward a new future, moving toward your destiny, toward what's meant for you to do, having courage to look past things and move toward this new future. And here's the Seven of Staves, having that integrity and fortitude and knowing that you can win. And here's the Hierophant. Maybe you're learning something new, a new way of doing things. Maybe this is about your partnership, about your marriage, about your committed relationship, because the Hierophant is here. Maybe Pisces, you're dealing with a Taurus, and that could be part of it, but it could be about the commitment between you and a Taurus. Or Pisces, you're another one that could be doing trainings, like as a coach or as a teacher, and that could be part of it. Or as a student, you might be. But here's the Eight of Cups, and it's telling me that whatever is going on, if you feel like you're not being treated with respect, and like if they're not honoring you as a person and you feel dishonored in some way, then to pick up and walk away and, you know, have your self-respect. You had the Three of Staves here, that's courage. You had the Queen of Staves, that's courage. The Seven of Staves, that's integrity and fortitude. The Hierophant, I think this could be about the partnership, about whatever commitment you're in. Have the courage to walk away from what's not serving you. And on the bottom of the deck, I love that it's the Magician, because I always think of Pisces, although it's Cancer, right? I always think of Pisces when I think of the Magician. I feel like you have all the tools you need to succeed, and that you're magical enough to make it go down. Like you're magical enough to make it work, Pisces. I love that. It's beautiful, especially if this is about any kind of long-term committed relationship you're in, or any kind of teaching or training or learning that you have to do, okay? Much love to you, Pisces. And I'm just hoping that that you have the courage to do whatever it is you got to do. All right, so we're moving on to the next. And that is the sign of Aries. Aries. I was saying earlier today, I mean, the sun was in 10 degrees of Sagittarius, and it's December 1st. It's such an Aries, Aries or Leo day. It's very fiery. It's a fiery day, I guess is the best way to put it. I just thought about Aries and Leo, and I see December 1st and 10. That's a very fiery Sagittarius, if nothing else. So let's see what we're telling Aries here. What's this message for Aries tonight? See what we've got to tell Aries. Aries, what is that special message for Aries? Show me clearly. It is really making me work for 5 cards. I'm in shock over this. Like, what? Really? Come on, Aries. Talk to me. Aries is like, forget you, okay? I am taking my time. You're going to wait for me. It's like, all right, Aries, I see you. Oh, man, I guess it really wanted to have the right cards come out for Aries. I'm telling you, this is an Aries experience. And they got 2 cards at the last moment. So the Aries gets 6 cards instead of 5. But let's see what those 6 cards are. Let's see, what are those cards? First card is Judgment. Judgment. And when I see the Judgment card, Aries, I know right away that whatever is going on, you're at the tail end of it. Like some Aries, you might have been through something. I mean, it might have been something like you've had a major change, or you had to make major decisions, whatever it is. It's coming to a completion. This is it. The final judgment is made. That's it. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it is the final judgment, the final countdown. Next is the 8 of Swords. So some Aries may feel like their hands are bound or tied, or that they're restricted in some way, that they can't do a certain thing for whatever reason. But I'm telling you this, with it being on the final judgment like that, it's telling me, no, that's not true. You can do all types of things. You are not restricted. Your hands are not tied. You can do whatever this is. Maybe this is about learning, because next was the 3 of Coins. Maybe some Aries feel like they have to learn a new way of doing things, a new way of thinking, a new skill, a new way of making money, whatever it is. I'm thinking whatever you do, working with other people will help you to master this new thing that's new in your life, that must be mastered. And if it's about training or how to make money, then you can master that. Next is the Ace of Swords. And I love that this was here with the Judgment card, because, the Ace of Swords is victory. Period. It's total and complete victory. I know other people read other things into it. It could be mental victory, or, that you thought so well. And because it's always about mental things, it's swords. But it's also complete and total victory. So I think whatever Aries is working on, it's leading to your complete and total victory. And there's the 2 of Coins. Maybe this is about money coming in, waiting for a letter, a decision, some legal document, maybe waiting for taxes, or to get ready for those, or something. It's something like that. It's your ship's coming in. You're waiting to get the information about the ships coming in. And it ends on the moon. So whatever this is, I mean, when it's starting with the Judgment and ending on the moon, I'm just thinking, don't fool yourself. Make sure you're 100% aware of what's going on, and don't deceive yourself. Don't deceive other people. Make sure everything is above board. Your hands are not tied. You can learn this new skill. You can ace this and have success. And especially when I believe it comes to money, just don't fool yourself about your potential and what you can achieve, because on the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups, another ace in this reading. Don't forget, 2 aces mean that you can have success in business. So if this is about you, say, learning a new business, a new way of survival with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups and the Three of Coins. I'm thinking, learn what you must. You will succeed. Your hands are not tied. This is going to be the final decision with the Judgment card. I think you've got this, whatever it is. All right, Aries? Much love and light to you. So let's move on to the very next sign, which is the wonderful sign of Taurus. Taurus. Let's see, what are we telling Tauruses? Taurus. Okay. CHALEY Atwood was out there, and CHALEY Atwood said, did you say Pisces? I did say Pisces. She said, I just got ghosted by a Cancer. Thankful to catch that. No problem. Looked like Stephen Earle was out there. Hello, Stephen. So, you guys, let's move on to Taurus and see what we're going to tell the sign of Taurus. Let's see what that message is for Tauruses. All right, let's see here. I don't know what's going on, but this King of Cups has been getting around. I don't know who this King of Cups is, but he has affected several signs tonight. I don't know who this is. It maybe is a very gregarious Cancer or Scorpio out there. That's Taurus. Okay, Taurus, we're gonna have to have a talk, ain't we? So here's what I got for Taurus. All right. Taurus, what is going on, my Taurus? I've got a Taurus moon, so I'm concerned. The first card we got is the King of Cups, okay? And like I said, this King of Cups has been popping out all night long. Why? I don't know. Is it a Taurus and a Cancer, or is it a Taurus and a Scorpio, or is it a Taurus and a Pisces? Taurus goes with all of those signs. So I could see a Taurus with a water sign like that. But whoever this is, they're emotional. They're emotional male, actually. So I can see that. Could just be the male energy, but it's emotional, right? And I sense with the Temperance card next, that some Tauruses are really, really, truly emotional, because in the Temperance card, they're mixing water, right? They got their toe in the water, and then they're mixing the drinks. Like they're weighing things, they're measuring things, they're testing things, they're waiting it out, they're watching and testing. And that's what's going on. Maybe they're doing it, though, in an emotional manner. Maybe that's you being emotional, waiting and testing and seeing that something's good, whether something's going on. I don't know why I got that. I hope I can sing it, because I heard the Keep Sweat. Wait a minute. Something just ain't right. You got to sing it like that. Something ain't right. I think some Tauruses feel it too. They know that ish ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is. It ain't right. And here's the Eight of Swords. And I think some Tauruses may even feel like my hands are tied. I don't know what I can do. I'm trapped in this situation. It reminds me of a song that's out right now with the group that Bruno Mars has, and it's like got me smoking out the window. It's got what is that song? Got me smoking out. I forget the name of it, but sometimes we get in that situation where you're so frustrated, you feel so trapped, like your hands are tied, you can't make a move, you don't know what's the right thing, you're weighing your options, trying to figure it out, and here it is, the Tower. There it is. I mean, maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio, but if you are, that's that King of Cups, and they are emotional, and it is leading to a Tower. Oh my goodness, it's not looking pretty. So I don't know if it's just that you got a Tower coming anyway, Taurus. But I feel like, especially if you're with a Scorpio, like, or any of these water signs, like Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, especially if it's a male and you're the female Taurus, and it ends on the Nine of Swords, like, ooh, something just ain't right. Oh, ain't right. And it ends on the World on the bottom of the deck, though. So that tells me that, look, something might end. It ain't right. Maybe you feel it's not right. You know it's not right. Maybe that's why you got the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords surrounding the Tower like that. I know when I see the World card at the end, it's Saturn, it's very earthy, it's very Capricorn, but it also indicates that you can rise at least to pursue material wealth, right? Or to travel, that you can move away from this. Because usually with the world, it's kind of like she's got the world at her feet. So I feel like, yeah, you're in the midst of something, maybe breaking away from it with that Tower. You might be down in the dumps about it, thinking about it, having bad thoughts, bad dreams, bad nightmares about it. But at the end of the day, with that World card there, move on. You know what I mean? You can move on. You got the world at your feet. You got this, Taurus. I believe in you. And if you need to talk to me on a personal level, you can always go to astrologylookInside.com/shop and get yourself one of those readings up there, okay? All right. So let's move on to the next sign, which is the sign of Gemini. I don't know what was going on with me and Taurus, but I started sweating profusely during Taurus. Like, I got excited. I don't know what that was about. Like, my goodness. Well, let's see what we're going to tell Gemini. Let's see if it's any better for Gemini than it just was for Taurus, because Lord, Taurus, Lord. Now, Gemini is, of course, opposite Sagittarius. And we're in Sagittarius season, so I'm wondering what's going on with some Geminis. We're going to find out in just a minute how Gemini is being affected by what's going on. Let's see here. I know with the stars, like the sun and Mercury, I talked about that in the beginning, where the planets were. Now that the sun and Mercury are in Sagittarius, that's opposing Gemini. So some Geminis, especially Mercury opposing its own planet, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So imagine it's opposing its own natural sign. It's weird, right? It's something weird. Okay, so you guys look, their reading is going to be different too, because this is what I just got for Gemini. The first card was a Six of Staves. First of all, I love that it's the Six of Staves, because that tells me no matter what's going down, you're going to win. You're going to be the winner of it. Like, if this was a competition, I can tell you already unequivocally, you win. You're head and shoulders above your competition. They cannot touch you, Gemini. They are not as creative as you, Gemini. You have the Empress that is flanking the Six of Staves. And the Six of Staves is you're the victor, you're the winner, and you're head and shoulders above your competitors. But then the Empress brings like that creativity, and Geminis are known for being creative. So I feel like if you are in some kind of creative endeavor, or are you making something new or something like that, use your creativity. Like, if you get a sudden idea that comes to you, Gemini, that's your creative mind telling you what to do. Go for it. Create something new. Some Geminis might even be pregnant or getting pregnant. Just know that. I sense this could be for some Geminis or Gemini rising types, with the Empress right there. You could be dealing with a Virgo, perhaps, if you're a male. Next is the Six of Coins. And that lets me know right away that the more you give, the more you get. The more you give in a relationship, especially if it's a Virgo, the more you're going to get back. But the more you give, whether it's money or attention or time or love or whatever it is, the more you're going to get back. So make sure you give it out in order to get it back. And there it is, King of Swords. There you are, Gemini, especially if you're a male Gemini, right here in your own reading, King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is a very interesting card because he's always digging for information. He always wants to get to the bottom of things. He always wants to get to the ultimate truth. And maybe that's what is going to serve you well, is getting to the bottom of things, right? Maybe by you getting all the information and details and all of that in place and correct, you'll get an offer, maybe an offer for a job, maybe an offer for love. You got the Knight of Cups here. And this is that offer you can't refuse. It's the thing you really want, Gemini, whatever it is. And it ends on the Wheel of Fortune. And I always say that's the lotto card. The Wheel of Fortune to me is like having a lottery ticket that you know you're going to win. Now, you might not win, but the chances of you winning are pretty high because it's a 10 card. It's a very good card to get in any reading. I love that. I love that it started on the Six of Staves, victory and winning. And the wheel, it ends on the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to win with this lotto card. Just make sure that whatever you do, you have 2 6s, by the way, with the Empress, that you're creative, that you use your creative mind to get what you want. And so, Gemini, anyway, the mind, right? You being creative mentally to get ahead and get what you want and to get your Wheel of Fortune. The 2 6s, by the way, indicates that you could be in a special relationship. It's not an amazing relationship, but maybe one day it could be. And you might be irritated with some people that you work with. So that could be something that's going on as well. But yeah, you can get by that, right? You got this. I believe in you. On the bottom of the deck, ooh, 10 of Swords. Oh, yeah, Gemini. I don't know what in the world's going on, but you win. Just be careful that someone might stab you in the back, right? That's the stabbed in the back, like do Brutus. Maybe someone's going to be jealous of your creative, your good fortune, of whatever that is. So be careful of that too, right? Some of y'all might already be feeling stabbed in the back, and that could be what's going on. Maybe that could be something at work that's causing that. It could be even in a relationship. But just remember, the more you give, the more you get back. So remember to keep giving so you can keep getting back. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to the next sign. And that is the sign of Cancer. Let's see what we're going to tell Cancer. Let's see here what we're telling Cancer. I'm telling you that I don't know if I'm still sick or what, because I had all the sweats. Now I'm feeling chilly. So is that what they call the cold sweats? I hope. I'm telling you, I have not done one of these readings in months where I didn't end up getting sick at the end. I don't know what it's about. I don't know if it's like divine spirit saying, enough is enough. Thou shalt do something other than tarot cards. I mean, I hope that's not what this was, but I feel bad because thank you. I knew that wasn't the right card. This person's got extra cards because I pulled out that second card. It came out behind a card. And I was like, wait, it didn't feel right. So anyway, you'll see what I mean. So this is for a sign of Cancer. First card, 3 of Cups. I love that you got the 3 of Cups first, Cancer. I love that. Because that tells me, I don't know what you've been through, Cancer. You guys are always going through something because you're Cancers. They're always emotional. But whatever it is, you're partying. I think you're going to have the ability to party at the end of it. Like, okay, you might have just gotten a new deal and it works out exactly the way you want. So you're going to party your success of getting that. That could be something. You might have been through a lot, but right now you can party. And there's the 6 of Staves right after it. The 6 of Staves is you shining in the spotlight and winning. and being head and shoulders above your competition. So I feel like you're going to win. Also, you got the Magician right after that. That tells me you got all the tools, all the things you need to win. You're already in that position to win. Here's the Devil. That could be a Capricorn in your life, Cancer. Don't forget, Cancer. The Capricorn is the natural opposition to Cancer. Capricorn is your natural partner. So that could be a partner, or it could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. It could just be about dealing with the money, right? Dealing with the passion and the power, and also not be sure you don't lie and deceive yourself. That's another thing to be cautious about here. Next is the King of Coins. And that, to me, it's almost like a Capricorn right on top of each other. Maybe some Cancers are dealing with a Capricorn because you basically just got a Capricorn and a Capricorn card right on top of each other. But it could be, it's a King of Coins. That could be a Taurus or a Virgo as well. But I just sense Capricorn here. And here's the Five of Coins. Are you worried about the money? Is there a King of Coins messing with your money, Cancer? Like a Capricorn messing with your money, a Taurus messing with your money, or Virgo messing with your money, something like that. Maybe being worried about the money, worried about if you got enough money to pay the bills, bring in the food, pay your employees, whatever it is that you got to do with the money. Because the Five of Coins is usually that worry over the money. Whatever this is, it ends on the Three of Staffs. And that is like, I feel like saying to you, don't you dare give up. Don't you dare. Because you had started with the Three of Cups and it ends on the Three of Staffs. This is about you having the courage to go forward towards your goals and to know that your ships are coming in. Don't give up when the ships are coming in. People have a tendency to do that. The ships are on their way in, and then that's when they want to give up. And so don't give up. The ships are coming in. Go toward your future. Be positive about this. There is something good and positive that wants to come to you, Cancer. So be willing to open up and let it come your way. Don't deceive yourself with that Devil up in there. Now, when you've got two threes like this, it's saying to seek support. Seek support from other people, like from a group of people, maybe. If you're in a relationship, seek the help of a counselor. Maybe there's some issues, so you might need a counselor or a priest or a therapist. Or you can seek friends' help or books or videos for support. Or you can just order a reading with moi, Capricorn Tigress of Astrology, lookinside.com, because that's what I do. And this would be good, okay? This would be a good time to do that. Also, in business, you will benefit from a course or a group coaching program. So, and I like that because Three of Cups is usually, it shows three people. So it's usually getting help or somebody else interjecting in. Like you're not alone. You've got someone else there that can have your back. So make sure you do that. Make sure you reach out for that extra support. And on the bottom of the deck was the King of Staffs. Maybe the person that you reach out to is going to be a Leo or an Aries or a Sagittarius. It's Sagittarius season. And you had a king in this reading. So that's two kings, actually. And that tells me that you're going to be successful when you get help from men. If you're a man, get assistance from other men. Okay. All right. All right. I hope that resonated with you. Okay, Cancer? With love and light. So let's move on to the next, which is the sign of Leo. Leo. Let's see what we're going to tell Leo tonight. And I had, we had Rocky Mohan ask, can I ask a question? Rocky, I would do it if you did a super chat, but I'm not doing them for free anymore. And Charlie Atwood asked, is Venus currently retro? Not yet, Charlie, but it is going retrograde at the end of this week. I think on right after the 6th or the 4th. It's almost retrograde. Just know that. So yeah, it will be going retrograde in Capricorn. And then GD said, hey, how are you doing? Was wondering if you were taking any questions. I was seeing earlier, I'll do questions, but you have to do a super chat. That's a super chat on YouTube or a Facebook pay of at least $5 on Facebook. So that's how I roll. As long as you do that. If I were to donate, would you answer the question now or after all the signs? If you donate, I'll do it right after I finish this Leo one right here, because I'm almost done. So yeah, go ahead and do that and let me know. And once I know that's done, I will answer your question right away. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Leo done while they decide if they're going to get that together for me. And let's see what we're going to be telling the sign of Leo. Let's see here. Let's see. I mean, Leo's cards really just kind of popped out. It is a one day, right? It was the first. It's still the first here in Seattle. It's the second on the East Coast already. But this was a one day, the day of Leo, a fiery day. A me first day, like it's all about me kind of day, that kind of day. Oh, it's funny, right? Oh, here's one sticking out. Here we go. Oh, all right. So this is what we're going to tell the sign of Leo. Leo, oh, there was a hidden card as well. Wow, okay. Let me just put these out here really quick. First card, 7 of Staffs. And, that is the integrity card. That's telling me, like, have integrity, have fortitude. If you're in the middle of the fight, you can win the fight. But I always tell people when I see the 7 of Staffs, yeah, have your integrity and fortitude. But if there's a fight and it is looking pretty bad, get the heck out of Dodge. Get out of that. Don't suffer needlessly. Leave that situation post haste, okay? That's what I like to tell people, okay? Next is the 8 of Staffs. And this is saying, like, to get on that road, get on that trajectory, on that straight and narrow that will get you there. The 8 of Staffs is about having a plan and then following said plan to victory. And then the victory will come quickly once you get on that plan. But you got to get on that plan, on that straight road that will lead you directly to success. And next is the 10 of Swords. What did I tell you with that 7 of Staffs? If the battle is too heavy, get the heck out of Dodge. Don't be dealing with people stabbing you in the back and stuff like that. Like, if it really is that bad, get on out of there. Don't let that happen. If someone is not right for you, if they're not treating you with love and respect, Leo, you know what to do. You know. Here is the star. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius. That's the natural opposite of Leo. The natural partner of Leo is Aquarius, and the star is representative of Aquarius. But it's also representative about pouring out your emotions and knowing that the sun is going to shine on you again. Letting it go. Letting it go. You know, sometimes things happen. Maybe you've been stabbed in the back, but sometimes things happen and we hold on to that pain and we don't let that pain out. We don't pour out those emotions. We don't even talk about it sometimes with this 10 of Swords in your back. But I see here they got the Temperance card next. This is about taking your time, being patient, weighing your options. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius, but being patient, testing the water, measuring, testing, waiting. Temperance. That's what it's all about. Because it ends on the 10 of Coins. And first of all, can I just stop and say, the 10 of Coins is definitely one of my favorite cards. Most of y'all know how much I love the 10 of Coins, because that is what I call the everything card. Like, yes, maybe that's why it's saying to have fortitude and integrity and don't give up. Because at the end of all of this rigmarole, after being stabbed in the back, right? And whatever pain you've been through, Leo, You're going to end up getting it all with the 10 of coins. And on the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups. You get emotional fulfillment. You get the everything card. Just hang in there, Leo. You got this. I don't care who it is what they got over on you. They don't got nothing on you. I keep seeing positive cards. I just saw the Chariot. Yeah, you got this, okay, Leo? You got this. And to heck with those people. If they don't get you, forget them. You don't need them. You get on your own road to success. You get on your own road to victory, and you will get there. All right? Much love and light to you, Leo. So let's move on to the next one. Oh, let me check and make sure and see if they paid. They did. So this was the question GD had for me. GT asked, was wondering what I can expect, if anything, in December, moving into the new year between me and GS. We're currently in no contact. Okay, so this question is for GD and GS. Is there anything, can they expect anything from GS? What can GD expect from GS? Let's see what you can expect from GS, GD. I have a couple of, oh, no, ooh, no, snap. What the, oh my goodness. I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, but oh goodness gracious, Lord have mercy, jeez. Oh man, oh Shevitz. Lord, let me give you 10, because I don't like the first 5. Oh my goodness gracious. GD, I don't know what happened, how it ended, why it ended. But yeah. Okay, let me get a couple more cards and then I'm going to tell you what I see. Because you see my reaction to what I saw, right? My reaction was like, oh my goodness gracious Lord. Like, oh my goodness. These cards are talking to you. Oh my God, you got an extra card. Oh my goodness. Okay, it ended in a good way. Okay, so let me just be honest with you where we're at right now. Okay, GD. And Rocky Mohan, if like I said, if you do a super chat with me, I will also answer your question. Okay. So GD, this is I can't make this up, and I'm so sorry, but just stick with me. Don't give up. Just hang in there to the end, okay? Because this is a story. It starts out on the 10 of Swords, GD. The 10 of Swords. When I saw that, I was like, no, And then on top of the 10 of Swords, I couldn't believe it. The Tower. So I don't know if you were dealing with a Scorpio, but this is just like something ending. It ended because someone felt stabbed in the back. I mean, someone really was most likely stabbed in the back. I don't know if they cheated on you or you cheated on them and then it ended, or there was an argument, someone felt betrayed, so it ended, but it ended and it's ended, okay? But hold up. Next, I see the 3 of Staves. And you know, I love the 3 of Staves because it is the courage card. It's saying in the face of whatever the heck this was, GD, have courage. Have courage. Know that your ships are coming in, that the sun is in front of you. Like whatever you went through, that's your darkness. The sun's in front of you. Right now, I sense it. Maybe you're hermiting out because I see the Hermit. This could be you. Maybe you're Sagittarius or Pisces or something like that. But the Hermit, right? You're just maybe gathering facts at home or just really just into your own self, dealing with the pain. There's the 9 of Swords. So I feel like you might have been in some kind of pain over this and dealing with it the best that you can, basically on your own, right? No support whatsoever. Did you say you haven't contacted each other? Hold on. Yeah. She says, if anything related to communication starting up again between us comes up in the reading, please do let me know. I'm a Taurus dealing with a Virgo. Dealing with a Virgo. Okay, Taurus. Ooh, that Taurus and Virgo. I saw that in one of the readings. Okay, so you have the Nine of Swords here, and next in the current position is the Justice card. This is the Justice card. So I feel like this is a matter about reaping what we sow, right? So if you're in a situation where something happened that caused this tower, we reap what we sow. And I feel like this was brought in because of something that happened. And this is what caused this separation between you. The Nine of Swords, having bad thoughts and nightmares about the whole thing. But look, the current position right now is in the Knight of Coins. And the Knight of Coins is about money. You said that you're a Taurus. You're dealing with a Virgo. That could be this Virgo, the Knight of Coins. And, the Knight is not quite a king. They're inquisitive. They're always looking to conquer things, but they're not necessarily in a kingly position because perhaps this Knight didn't do something right. And, you got to deal with that. I do sense, though, if this is serious, if this was, okay, this is where it breaks down for me. If this was a really serious relationship between you and this person, and you end it for whatever reason, but you still love this person or care about this person, and you sense that this person still cares about you, then I believe that you can move past it because it's the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is moving away from something like mentally and emotionally, literally mentally moving away. It can sometimes be actual moving away. I don't know if the person actually moved away or if you are actually just moving away from the situation that is kept you at a standstill for however long it's been since you've been talking to each other. Whatever this is the judgment. Like, this is it. This could be an ending. This could be the final judgment. But I look, you asked me about UNGD, right? The very last card of the 10 spread is the 10 of coins. The 10 of coins. And you are a Taurus with a Virgo. And the 10 of coins is the everything card. That's getting it all. That's getting the house, the dog, the car, the commitment, the relationship, the children, all of it, the dog, the cat, the 401k, all of it. It's all possible if you move away from whatever this was. And I sense that. And right after that, there it is. It's the World card. That is a Earth card. That is a Saturn card. And that tells me that you've got the world at your feet. This could be material, yes. But this could be about you and GS being able to move away from whatever this was that literally fell apart. And to get your 10 of coins with each other. Like, everybody wants the 10 of coins. Everybody wants to get it all. Let me see. On the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Staffs. So, I'm not sure if you're the female or the male or if that even matters. I just know the Queen of Staffs in general is loved. She's the most loved queen. She's the most popular queen. She's usually sharp, dresses well. She makes lots of friends. So you could have something like that going on. Or that could be telling me that you got a Leo maybe in your relationship. I'm hoping that's not the case. But I mean, it did pop up, so I got to be honest. Now, I like to do something different, and I'm gonna do this for you because you paid $6.99, so I'm doing this for you. And I wanted to see if there were any double cards, and there were. And this is the two cards that came out as double cards. Amazes me because it's 2 10s, and in tarot, 2 10s tells me that there's going to be an ending sooner than you expected. Now, is that ending the ending between you and GS for good, or is that an ending between this feud that has kept you from communicating with each other? I'm thinking that perhaps that's what it is. Now, there were a lot of major arcana in this reading. I mean, because usually I get like 3. You got, what's that, 5 or 6? 5. You got the Tower. So we know it ended, right? And then you went into hiding, or they did, Hermit. And then Justice, reaping what we sow. And then it's the Judgment. It's all going to end. And then there's the World card. And that is getting some type of material success, or knowing that the world is at your feet, that you can travel from where you are to somewhere new. You're not stuck. And I feel like sometimes when something happens, we get stuck. Whether this is you traveling out of this relationship and finally moving into a new one, or realizing that you're not stuck even in this relationship and moving on, moving past what has occurred with the Tower and the Hermit and the Justice and the Judgment. My gosh, like, this is not good, okay, girlfriend? Or I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but I'm just saying, I feel like, things ended and you guys went into hermit mode. You each went into your separate corners and you literally stopped talking. And I feel like, when I see the Justice card, is that we reap what we sow. And the Judgment tells me that this could be the ending of it. But I feel like if they are not reaching out to you and you really want to reach out to them, then by all means, reach out to them. I'm going to do one more thing for you, because you did a super chat. So let me just do this. Hold on. Just in case this deck don't tell me. I know this deck is going to give me a special message. I love doing my angel answers, and I'm going to do a special angel answers pull for GD specifically on this, so I can get whatever special messages the angel answers want to tell GD about GD and GS. Well, we're going to find out tonight. Let's see what this says. Okay, let's see. Divine Spirit, show me the message, that special message to share with GD and GS. Okay. All right. Right away, that card I just saw, I'm thinking, oh, it's speaking there. GD right here. Wow. This is a very special message. Okay. Now it says, okay. All right. Give me a couple of more of that. I'm confused. Tell me. What am I looking at here? Oh, wow. Okay. Show me. Is that the card? What is that? Oh, that came out. Oh, okay. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Anything else? Here we go. Oh, it went down to that. It's just, yeah. Okay. 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 Here's your message. This is a very unique situation, I think. For some reason, I got the first card was improving health. Why that came out first, I don't know. It was between that and compromise. And maybe your health will improve when you compromise. Maybe this is what's going on. You're a Taurus, I think you said. Tauruses are the most stubborn of all signs. Like, there is not a sign more stubborn than Taurus. And I know, because I've got a Taurus moon, and sometimes it's just a matter of reaching out. And you might not want to be the one that reach out. You might not want to be the first to reach out. You might have something in your like, I can't do it. I can't, because they were wrong, right? But this is about compromise. Your health will improve everything when you compromise. Now, the first card I got was a year from now. But then it said within the next few months. And then I got ask your angels. And then there was big, happy changes. Within the next few weeks, there's an opportunity. So I would say within the next few weeks, if you want to get these big changes within the next few months, you're going to have to take this opportunity that comes up in the next few weeks. Maybe this is about you contacting this person and reaching out and saying, hi, I've been thinking about you, or whatever it is. But I sense that it's going to be you that has to bridge the gap. and less of, oh, and on the bottom of the deck, I wished I was showing this, but I don't want to show my face. I'm just looking all kind of ways. But it's forgiveness. Literally on the bottom of the deck is forgiveness. I kid you not. I could not make that up. It's true. So I believe that once you are able to compromise and there's forgiveness, I think your health is going to improve at least a year from now. And then ask your angels over the next few months, no matter what, to get these big happy changes. I think it's coming in the next few weeks. You're going to have that opportunity. And if that person calls you, answer that call. If you feel moved to call them, make that call. Don't let your pride hold you back. Okay? That's my special message to you. And I will do this. I will separate these later so that you can find your reading individually later. And I'll just put GD and GS up there. Okay? I hope that resonated with you. Much love to you. And I just noticed that I got another super chat from CHALEY. And CHALEY has here, I sent a super chat. I see that, CHALEY. So let me see what CHALEY's message is. Let me see if I think CHALEY had said something. CHALEY, tell me exactly what your message is, because I'm going to do you right now. GD had, so what can I expect in December moving into the new year? Well, it had said, first, you're going to have an opportunity in the next few weeks, GD. I believe you got an opportunity in the next few weeks. And then I believe you're going to have an opportunity in the next few months for big changes, right? But over the next year, I think that's when things are going to get going. Whatever you do in the month of December, GD, take that opportunity to get that big result, to get those happy changes, because it's said within the next few weeks. So that's the big happy changes, right? That's the one that you want. Take a chance. Don't be afraid. Reach out, okay? So CHALEY has, can we please look into love? I got ghosted by a Cancer that I actually really like. Oh my gosh, CHALEY. Okay, I'm going to pull out the regular cards and then I'll pull out the love cards, okay? Let's see what we find for CHALEY, because this is really, now I want to know what it's telling CHALEY. So she got ghosted by a Cancer. I can't believe the first card that came out. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That was your first card. Okay, we're doing this for CHALEY. Okay. And it says, before him, in July, I was ghosted by a Libra after 2 years. What the heck? What in the world, CHALEY? Okay, so this is my main cards that I got. I'm going to stop here because this is a 10 spread. And then I'm going to pull another deck just to make sure and clarify. But the first card I got, CHALEY, was the Page of Cups. And that's so weird that you asked about a Cancer, because I think this is the whole issue that you had with this Cancer, CHALEY, is that he was only a page. You know, this is the hardest thing for us as women to deal with and accept, that sometimes we don't have a king. We don't even have a knight. We've got a page. And pages are great talkers. They are fast talkers. They, you know, when you think about page, you think about communication. They will promise you the world, but they can't back it up because they're not kings. And they usually don't follow through. They're not, you know, they're just not steady. I would never recommend someone put all their dreams on a page. And I sense that this Cancer that you was with was a page. And that's part of what happened, is that the talk was good, but the actions weren't. And I think this is what's happened. The next card on top of that was the World card. And so it could be that I think you got more options. I think that's what this is all about. It also could be about a Capricorn, because the World card is an Earth card. It's a Saturn card. It's a Capricorn card. But it tells me that you've got options and that you can travel, that you've got material things coming your way. Here's the Ten of Staffs. I just sense here that this was just a lot of work. This was just a lot of work with you and this Cancer. And I don't know why it feels like it was so much work and that you weren't getting anywhere. So this could be, and you might just be feeling that way about love in general, CHALEY. You might be feeling like I'm getting these options and they're offering me the world, but I'm not getting anywhere. It's so much hard work and I'm not getting anywhere. But I want you to know this. The next card that I got for you, CHALEY, was the Ace of Swords. And it was followed by the Ace of Staffs. And then it was followed by the Seven of Cups. So let me stop for a second, okay? First of all, those two aces together, that is complete and total victory. And it's also creating something new. I feel like whoever this Cancer was, and I don't know what sign you are, because you had a Cancer and a Libra, and I'm thinking they are square. But I believe that you've got victory coming in when you start something new, something creative and new. I feel like you're going to succeed when you do something new, when you start with something creative. That's this Ace of Staffs is really saying that. It might have something to do with money or a business or some type of opportunity, perhaps. There's the Seven of Cups there, and it's like you're reaching for this emotional fulfillment. I just sense, CHALEY, that you've been reaching for this emotional fulfillment, and you just feel like it hasn't come yet. And I want you to know, I believe you're going to get your emotional fulfillment. Why? Because in the current position is the Magician, and that tells me that no matter what, you have all the tools you need to succeed. You have all the tools at your disposal. You might not feel like you're in your best right now, but you got this. And here's the Queen of Staffs right after that. Like I said, the Queen of Staffs, whenever I see her, she's beloved. She's popular. She's attractive. She's a good personality. She dresses well. And maybe that's you, or maybe you're taking on that persona. Next is the Devil card. So the only thing I would say is I would be careful about lies, deception, deceit. I don't know if the person that was the Cancer was just lying and being deceptive or cheating, but that is about that. On a personal level, if I was just doing this for you, I would say to use that devil energy for your passion and to pursue what makes you passionate in life. Go toward your passion. And next is the Three of Cups. I feel like at the end of this, I don't know if they're in a third party, they're in something already, maybe. But I feel like you're going to celebrate at the end of it. Like, yeah, you might have been through something, but you had not only the Ace of Staffs and the Ace of Swords, but also the Magician in this reading. Hold on for a second. Let me check something. Let me just do this one thing. I like to see what I've got here. So you just had the two aces, and that's you doing well in a business. But you had the Devil, the Magician, in the World. I don't know if you're a Capricorn or if you know a Capricorn, but I feel like a Capricorn is in your future. You had a Libra, you had a Cancer. Maybe the one you are supposed to be with is a Capricorn. And the Magician is a Cancer card. It is. Oh, you're a Pisces. I'm serious about you in this Capricorn. You need to find yourself a Capricorn for real. Or maybe oh my gosh, on the bottom of the deck, King of Cups. That's so very Pisces. Hold on, let me pull out this other deck here. I'm going to just see what the couple of decks here. This is the Romance Oracle cards. Let me just see what they have to say. Sometimes I do get special messages from them. Most people are familiar with these. They sometimes do have something to say. Just asking about CHALEY's love life. Can we ask about CHALEY's romance? CHALEY and romance. Can we ask about CHALEY's love life? CHALEY's romance, please. Share with me about CHALEY's romance. Okay, here's what I got. Got a couple of cards. First card was calling in your soulmate. But it, your prayers, your affirmations, your visualizations will help bring you together. But it does say to let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And then it has soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I'm not sure if that was the Cancer, but that's your soulmate. I think it is. It says worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And then it has a new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And there's attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. So let me just say this. If you've been attracted to someone else since the Cancer, that could be someone to pursue. Okay, I'm not saying to give up on the Cancer, but I'm thinking that could be someone, because there might be some romantic feelings there. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And it ended on this. And I sense this too. CHALEY, whatever you do, love yourself first, because your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Like, let's say, for instance, because I can, I'm a keep it real type of reader. But let's say, for instance, you were with this Cancer and they let it be known that they were a player, or they're not committed. I had a Cancer man who said to me, I got 2 women and I'm not happy with these 2 women. And I got this one, that one, whatever. And then I told him, I'm not interested, because I'm a Capricorn and I want to keep it real. And I knew right away I had to love myself first, because all that was going to lead to was chaos. So you might be in a situation like that. You said, he's the only person I've been attracted to since July. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to pull the angel answer cards for you as well, because I want to make sure I got those for you just as well, because it always tells me such a beautiful message. And I feel like whatever this message is the message you're supposed to hear. So let's see what this is going to tell CHALEY. And then I promise I will finish the last two signs of the zodiac. Okay, but let's do this for CHALEY. Okay, let's see. Divine Spirit, show me clearly the special angel messages for CHALEY. Show me what to share with CHALEY. Her divine message. Yeah, what are we sharing here? A couple of cards came out. Wow. Okay, so you guys want to come out. Okay, and this one. Wow. Okay, this is a very special message, CHALEY. First card is opportunity. She says, I have a Virgo moon and rising. My daughter is a Virgo with a Virgo moon, sun, and Mercury. That's amazing. So this is what it says. Your angel answers. Opportunity. Yes. Then it has meditation brings answers. And I swear one of the other cards just said your prayers, affirmations, they will bring this love to you. And then it has no compromise. It's up to you. It almost reads like no compromise, but it's up to you. Improving health. Don't stop. Unlikely recovery. So I sense that maybe it might be unlikely with your Cancer, but I sense that you're going to have a recovery. Don't stop, though. I mean, if you really believe that you can get this Cancer to come back from the dead if he ghosted you, then by all means, do what you have to do to get this Cancer to come back to his senses. But if this Cancer has really ghosted you or disappeared on you or let you down in any way, then I would say look forward to manifesting the right one in your life. Because I sense that you're going to be able to manifest the right one. And I specifically sense that you're going to be able to manifest the right one during Capricorn season. because Capricorn is sextile Pisces. And this would be a perfect time for you to find either a Capricorn, the opposite of Cancer, or someone who actually is going to be the right person. I believe looking for love in the right time, they always say looking for love in all the wrong places, but you can also look for love, at the wrong time. So this would be your best time would be during Capricorn season. And that's coming up. So I hope you do take advantage of Capricorn season because you're a Pisces. It might be extremely, I saw that you had said that you're just sad. And I can imagine that, you might feel some sadness now because it's Sagittarius season and that's square Pisces. So my heart goes out to you, my friend. Oh, she said, thank you. Much love to you, CHALEY. And thank you for entrusting me to do this for you. And if you like to go deeper where I, look into your actual horoscope and all the different, things going on in there, do reach out for a professional reading at Astrology, alookinside.com. Okay? Many blessings to you. So let's go ahead and finish this up for the signs. And then if anyone has any extra, request, you got to catch me before I'm out of here because I'm about to do the sign of Virgo, I believe. Right? Did I do Virgo already? I don't think so. I think we're doing Virgo now, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Virgo. Let's see here. Okay, let's pull these cards for Virgo. Let's see. Let's see what we got for Virgo. Okay, let's see here. I think I did Virgo. Okay. So that popped out for Virgo. Let's see what this is here. Just a few more cards for Virgo. A few more. Okay, is that it? I think that's it for Virgo. I'm just trying to see if any extra cards pop out. Not really. Yeah, they're all basically the same for Virgo. So Virgo, this is what I got for you. It's so very Virgo. The first card I get is the Judgment card. I really sense for some Virgos, something is ending. Like something is ending. It's the final countdown. It's the final judgment. A decision has been made. And, go with that decision, whatever it is. It's about closing a chapter to what has been completed. So some Virgos are closing that chapter. And here's an 8 of Cups. And let me just say this. Any Virgos out there, if you're in any situation where you feel like you are not being put first, that someone is not honoring you, when I see the 8 of Cups, that is the get up and walk away card. Like, if somebody might be a little surprised if Virgo gets up and walks away. Maybe it's from a client or, a bad partnership or something. But if you feel dishonored in any way, like if they're cheating on you and they're showing their girlfriends or boyfriends around you and all that kind of stuff, you might just get up and walk away, Virgo. Next is the 5 of Coins. I think some Virgos have been worried about money and worrying about how they're going to pay the bills and where the next coins are coming from. So if this is about a partnership, that could really worry you a little bit. But, the next card is the 9 of Cups. So I feel like you're going to be able to get your victory, Virgo. Just be sure you're not so into yourself emotionally that you're not connecting with the people outside of you. Because that can happen sometimes when there's a lot of emotion like that. And here's the Page of Cups. Maybe you're going to get in some communication that makes you even more emotional, right? Maybe you might be getting in communication from a Cancer or Scorpio or Pisces that makes you feel extra emotional. But it could also be offering up their cup of love and friendship or, something to make you feel better. And it ended on the 2 of Swords, which tells me that you've got a decision. Maybe you're making a choice or a decision about loyalty or something like that. On the bottom of the deck, though, is the 3 of Cups. And that tells me that you could be partying at the end of doing or dealing with something that has been a issue. You know, it's like, yeah, I might have been through this problem, but now we're celebrating at the end of it. And I sense that some Virgos are celebrating at the end of going through something that really may have been upsetting to them. But whatever it is, whatever you've gone through, be sure you get up and walk away from whatever is not serving you, okay? Whatever is not serving you, you leave that alone, all right? Okay, and I see a Six of Swords. Yeah, move on away from whatever is not serving you and move toward what feels good to you and your soul, what makes you happy, what makes you smile, okay? And what makes you feel honored. Because, you know, you had that Eight of Cups. So, Virgo, you know, if they're not honoring you, to walk on away from that, all right? All right. So, let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Libra. Libra. Let's see what we're telling Libra. Let's see here, one more shuffle here. And then we'll see what the message is for the sign of Libra. Oh, that popped up in the air. Libra. Oh, Libra. Okay, let's see. Show me clearly the message for Libra. Show me clearly. What are we sharing with Libra? I love that that showed up because I have not seen that card all night. And that means that is especially Libra's card. That's amazing. Okay, so Libra, you got a very special message. First card was the Six of Cups. And I do sense that this could be an issue for some Libras. That you've been, you know, you're looking back on the past, looking back on maybe a past relationship and thinking, oh yeah, if only this one was like that one. Looking back on your past and maybe even just glorifying it because you're not happy in your current situation. But whatever it is, I just wonder if you feel like you're tied, if you're bound. There's the Eight of Swords. That's like, I'm bound in this current situation, so all I can do is think back on the good old days. And I'm just wondering why some Libras might be thinking that way, like, you know, like they're not happy now. They feel bound and tied down now, but they're glorifying the old times, the past. That could be something that's happening. But I want you to know that you can have glory and happiness in your future. Here's the Four of Staves. This is you celebrating in the now. You know, finding happiness and joy in your home, in your domestic life now, in this current reality. So I hope you put that into motion and know that you're not bound, that you can achieve certain things now. Maybe you're dealing with a Queen of Staves. I have seen this Queen of Staves all night long. She's been popping up in several readings. And you know, the Queen of Staves is a Sag. We're in Sag season. So maybe that's what it is. Sag wants to pop up everywhere. Maybe Libra, you're dealing with a Sag, or you're dealing with a Leo, or even an Aries, which is your natural opposite. So that could be part of it. I see the Nine of Staves. And I'm thinking this. If this is about, I don't know, a relationship or finding your domestic harmony or something like that, you know, maybe going back to someone because you've been looking backwards or something like that. Here's the Nine of Staves. And the Nine of Staves is about that preparation. It's about putting a plan into place and being so prepared and having everything just planned right. So, you know, get in preparation for your success. They always say, if you want to have achievement, get ready for the achievement. If you want to have love and romance, get ready for the love and romance. So get ready, prepare for it. On your mark, get ready. On your mark, get ready, get set, go, right? That's the way I look at the Nine of Staves. Next is the Six of Coins. And that is the more you give, the more you get card. Libra, that is such a Libra card in a way, even though this to me is usually Taurus. But it's like that balance of I give, I get. The more I give, the more I get. It's like the balancing of the scales. Keep those scales balanced. Sometimes we expect more from others than we're willing to give out. And then we get disappointed when we don't get. And it's like, well, you didn't give nothing. So make sure you're giving out something of value. On the bottom of the deck was the Seven of Staffs. It's just saying have integrity and fortitude, fight the good fight. But I always tell people, if it feels too heavy, get the heck out of there. Don't carry that burden. If it's not going to lead to anything good, move to what's going to lead to something good. Remember that. Remember you had the 4 staffs in that reading. Shoot for your 4 staffs. And remember, you're not bound by the past. The past is over. Let it go and create a new future. So let's see what we're going to tell. The final sign of the evening. The final sign is the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see what we're going to tell Scorpio. And much love to anyone who's been with me throughout this evening. I did not realize I was going to go for almost 2 hours, but hey, when the energy hits you, you take advantage of it. And I'm grateful to knock these out for the month of December and at least do what it is that I'm doing at this time. Okay, because I'm glad to get these done. So let's see what we're going to tell the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see. Divine Spirit, show me the special cards for Scorpio. And they are really popping out right here for me. For Scorpio. Scorpios, you got a very special message. Let's see what the last card's going to be for Scorpio. It's going to be 1. It's going to be more than 1. Let's see. Scorpio, it's really making me fight for the last card. So, and it had 2. So here you go, Scorpio. This is your final reading for the sign of Scorpio. So the first card is the King of Cups. First of all, can I say I could not make that up? That's the King of Cups. You showed up in your own reading, Scorpio. I love that happened. Next is the Hierophant. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Scorpio. Hierophant is the Taurus card. It also could be a commitment with the King of Cups and then the Hierophant right there on top of it. Maybe you're in a relationship with a Taurus. Maybe you're in a committed relationship or a traditional relationship, or perhaps this is just about learning and teaching. Next is the High Priestess. So this really could be about educating and teaching, because the High Priestess has that knowledge, that Scorpio knowledge, that third eye type of knowledge, that higher mind kind of knowledge. And it's about having that kind of wisdom. Next is the 6 of Coins, and that is the more you give, the more you get. I always think of that as a Taurus card as well, but it's about giving in order to receive. Sometimes we want to get something, but we're not willing to give anything out to get it. This is saying the more you give, the more you're going to get back. So be sure to give. And here's the 4 of Swords. I think that some Scorpios have been worried about this, really mentally worried over this, maybe a relationship, right? The giving to get, the relationship with this Taurus, if you're with one, or this commitment, if you don't got one. But remember to use your intuition, your higher mind, and it ends on the Magician. I really love that came, you had the High Priestess and the Magician, Scorpio, in this reading. This is telling me for sure, this is about you using that psychic ability that you got, using that higher mind that you got, using that intuition that you have, because I think you really know the answer in your heart when you do that. And I only pulled 6 cards, but 3 of those cards were major arcana, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, and the Magician. And I feel like that is about you having that knowledge. It's like that knowledge that comes from a higher place, a deeper place. And on the bottom of the deck, the World card. Maybe that's a Capricorn, but I think it's just knowing that you've got the world at your feet, that the world is your oyster, Scorpio, that you can have material success, you can have travel, you have all these options. So be sure to take advantage of these, Scorpio. I believe in you. Shaban Cardi just asked, did I miss Scorpio? You did. I did Scorpio ages ago. Not Scorpio, Aquarius. I did Aquarius ages ago, Shaban. However, if you want to do a super chat with me, I can do a personal reading for you really quickly. But you better act quickly because I'm about to go shortly. And Charlie Edwin said, thank you. Thank you, Charlie, for entrusting me to do your super chat tonight. And I'm going to just go ahead and play a couple of my little videos really quick and give anyone a chance to order a super chat. If not, I'm going to call it a night and head on out of here. So let me go ahead and share this one here. I don't know why I made this tonight, but I will share it. I think this was my happy holidays one. So let me see if it'll let me do it. What's it doing? There it is. Let's see. It was supposed to start with happy holidays. Let me do it again. There it is. Season's greetings. Siobhan, don't worry about it. I'll be back Saturday, okay? Maybe we can do it then. Or reach out to me at astrology@lincolnside.com when you're ready. And happy holidays to everyone. I hope everyone's had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're in America, and that you're preparing for an even better Christmas, because it is the holiday season and it's the time to celebrate life and happiness and family and all the good things that are available to us, okay? Much love, much light, many blessings to you all. And I'll see you hopefully Saturday, okay? All right. Bye.
Astrology, a look inside. Presenting astrology and tarot readings for all.
Many blessings to you all, and it's been such a pleasure. Much love to you, and I'll see you hopefully Saturday night. Okay? Bye now.